At Capital One, we are accurate and instant.
Good afternoon, dear viewers. You're most welcome to Capital One. In the studios is your usual presenter, Junior Faizul, who always comes in for the government and politics program. I'm actually in the studio with a colleague.
My name is Annabelle Daifa Musa in the program.
Okay, from that, today we actually have a very important topic to discuss. But before I actually bounce into the topic, right now the world is actually facing a lot of economic pressure, especially due to the Iran-Israel war that has actually caused like rise in prices of things, especially in the markets.
Yeah.
So I'm actually praying that the war ends very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So away from that, today we have a very interesting topic to discuss about. It's basically about one of the common things that is occurring in Uganda. It's about the crimes and security in Uganda. So though Uganda is peaceful, but we actually have a lot of like crime issues that are ongoing.
True.
So before we actually punch into our discussions, I think, what can you add on that?
Yeah. I think we are coming for a short commercial break, and as he has said, we are going to talk about the crimes and security in the country, more especially country like Uganda. So we are talking about.
Okay, Annabelle Musa. As we go deep into our discussion, I think we're going to start by actually talking about the forms of crimes in Uganda.
Yeah.
So, do you have an idea on the forms of crimes in Uganda?
Yeah.
Okay, can you actually add some few forms?
Okay. The forms of crimes that I know, more especially in Uganda, are violent crimes.
Okay.
Violent crimes. For example, murder in Uganda. It is nowadays very common in Uganda that you find that murder is one of the most crimes which are committed in the country by some people. So take a situation whereby a man murdered 4 kids of a nursery school in Kampala, which have just happened recently, and even the media is all over trending about it. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that actually in violent crimes we have things like murder.
Yeah.
So like what happened recently in Kampala, where a man called Okello Christopher actually killed the 4 kids. That's in a school called the Ggaba daycare in Makindye division.
Yeah.
So that's actually one of the crimes. So like about violent crime, what can you add about violent crime? Like apart from murder, what other form can be there? What example can be there?
Okay. One of the another let me say another example of crimes which are committed in Uganda are assault. Yeah. This is one of the crimes also which are committed in Uganda. Okay.
So to chip in, Annabelle, if you basically take the violent crimes, these are crimes that actually where somebody is physically harmed. Are you seen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in a way that if somebody does something bad, like somebody steals and we beat that person, are you seen? That's already a crime. It means where there's injury, somebody is physically harmed. So on violent crimes, I think that's basically about physical damage. Yeah, that's basically about physical damage. So what can you add on still the forms of crimes?
Okay. Property crimes.
Yeah.
for example, like this involves stealing of people's properties. So this is mostly also done in, and let me say, at homes, or maybe breaking someone's doors and take the properties away.
Sure. That one actually reminds me of a scenario that happened recently in Koboko, where one of the brother lost the motorcycle. I think that can be under what? Property crime.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually something that is common in West Nile and even Uganda at large.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you hear people complaining that their doors broken at night. You look at somebody maybe losing the vehicle. You lose your car. Then you look at somebody actually maybe losing the items, like especially in actually in the business areas where where a thief breaks into the what?
Yeah.
Into the business house or the business room, and at the end steals the things. That are gonna be under property crime. And this property crime here is actually affecting most of us, like in Uganda. So what can you also add about still the form of what? Form of crimes?
Organized crimes. Actually, this is a crime organized by a group of people to maybe go and attack someone who is having some properties. For example, when someone is having a shop, you organize, a group of team organizes and go and break that shop.
That's true. By the way, for the organized crime, like I still have some little actual idea on that.
Okay.
By the way, in Uganda, there are some groups, there are some gangs. There are some gangs that exist in Uganda. Like for example, we have a gang in Kampala called the Baboon Boys. That's a gang.
Yeah.
And we have gangs like here in Koboko, we have a lot of gangs like the T gangs.
Yeah.
We even have very many of them. So if you take these groups here, these are groups that actually, like, when somebody maybe does something bad to one of their group members, what they do is they organize and go beat this person or attack this person, and that's actually a crime in Uganda. So I see. So still to add on the forms of crime, I actually have a form of crime that's actually the cyber crime. That's very common right now. Cyber crime is actually very. So these are situations whereby you see theft is done online. Like for example, we basically have these things of like scam. I see. There's some messages that they always send, like they push but to like through the mobile money. I see. I've received like some money from MTN.
Okay.
Like you have received like some 30,000 or 40,000.
Okay, Mr. Junior, sorry for interrogating you.
Yeah.
Like mobile phones, you find that someone may send you a message that, hello, this is so and so, I have a something like this. Okay, for example, let me say, might tell you that they have a group or maybe something to do. You send them some money, which is also a crime and not needed in Uganda.
Well, the last time I actually witnessed that was they actually deceived me and told me I have actually won a motorcycle. I see.
Yeah.
They called me that you have won a motorcycle to MTN. So the only thing you do is you actually deposit around 1,000.
Yeah.
And then they will bring for you the motorcycle. So I think those are the methods, those are the forms of crime.
Yeah.
So like, what can you add more about the form of crime? That's what
Okay. Corruption.
Yeah.
Corruption. Crimes. Let me say alliance crimes. These are crimes which are committed by officials. For example, bribing. You find that somebody might be okay. Let me take into a court. You find that two people might be involved into a problem, and the other one is poor, the other one is rich. You find that poor one, the rich one will bribe the poor, the lawyer, that by giving money, by giving money to the person.
So like
the lawyer.
Like actually on actual corruption crime, but this is actually something that is very common in Uganda right now. Like for example, on that issue of court, by the is a word used in Uganda that the law is very. So if you have money, it means you can easily win cases. That's actually what I have witnessed.
Yeah.
You see, there are a lot of Ugandan officials who are engaged in corruption. Like I want to give you an example with a minister called Betty Kanyama. We have the likes of Anita Among.
Yeah.
These are actually people who were involved in what. Remember, there was a scenario that happened in Karamojong, where iron sheets got lost. Are you seen?
It's true.
Where actually iron sheets were cut. Are you seen? Where iron sheets were stolen. And by up to now, the court has not even given clear reports about these people. And these are corrupt officers in Uganda. Away from that, we even have a lot of scenarios like here in West Nile, where government provides money for building schools.
Yeah.
for building storage buildings in schools, but at the end you see they put fake structures. It means other funds are embezzled. Listen.
Yeah.
So this is actually something that is very common right now in Uganda,
Yeah.
where there's actually too much of corruption in Uganda. And away from that, we have things like bribes. Are you seeing? During the election time that we have actually just finished some 3 months back, we had some elections, and in the elections there was too much bribe, in a way that you see voters you see the contestants, the candidates by their voters. Are you seeing? That is actually still under actually this one. It's still under corruption or white collar crimes. So I think the government has to take serious charge on corruption, because right now every individual born in Uganda is corrupt.
Yeah.
But if you think it's a lie, you first you go home and buy sweets for your kids.
Yeah.
You see, they'll start crumbling over the sweets.
Yeah.
So that's already corruption. So if you take corruption in Uganda, it's actually a serious thing.
Yes.
So that's about the forms. Also, what can you still add on the forms?
Okay.
Do you have another thing that you can still add on the forms?
Yeah, I do. Okay. The other form of a crime which is committed in Uganda is sexual offences. This is a crime which is committed, or maybe by someone, by individuals sexually.
Yeah. So you see, in actual it's actual sexual, whereby you have things like sexual harassment,
Yeah.
things like defilement,
Yeah.
you have things like actually rape. But at times, it beats my understanding. At times, it's actually the girl child who are causing that, and the women.
Yeah.
You see, these women, they actually put on clothes that are not actually supposed to be put on, like for moving outside. So at times they get up, they end up getting raped. I see.
Yes.
So on the issue of sexual harassment, we basically have a lot in our society, like especially during public holidays. Like actually, like during the Easter, we actually had we recorded one.
Yeah.
It was actually a girl was raped. This girl was actually from disco coming home and she was raped. And actually that's a crime in Uganda. So that's basically about the common crimes. So what advice can you give to those people outside there to avoid like things like the sexual crimes? How can they avoid it? Like especially to my girl child I mean, and women.
Okay. Girl child. Okay, let me say sexual offences. This one mostly goes to the girl child. It is about how you conduct yourself. Your dressing code shows who the kind of person you are. And in other cases, by dressing well, you can avoid this one, sexual offences or harassment.
That's true. So Annabelle, to top on actually the issue of forms of corruption, I actually have a form of corruption that is actually very critical. It is actually rare, but it's very critical.
Okay.
So if you take that, it's actually, let me say, it's actually terrorism. I see. So remember what happened? It was actually some 2 years back.
Yeah.
A school was attacked in Kasese. That's 100 kilometers away from the border.
Yeah.
A school was attacked by the ADF rebels, and very many students were killed. Others we have been up to now. Others are missing.
Yeah.
Up to now, we have not even got them. So we are still going to continue with our discussion, but we are going to take a short commercial break. After which we shall still resume with our interesting topic. So there, viewer, you stay connected. We shall resume back after the short commercial break.
Are you looking for flexible financial solutions to sustain plans? Well, look no further. Makindye-Kampala Limited now offers you flexible financial loans to start and take up your business to the next level with the lowest interest rates.
I work with Makindye-Kampala Limited. We offer services like loans. We have the business loan for the business people, school fees loan. We have emergency loan, world quick loan. We have salary loan, the Sasula loan. The Sasula loan is a daily loan given to small sellers that they can afford. As Makindye Company, we are here to serve the local at any time they wish.
Yes, all in a very quick and easy process as you decide in a very short while. We also offer urgent banking, utility payments, URA payments, school fees payments, supplies, financial consultancy, and guidance for personalized support. Apply now and join our successful community and step up into a brighter finance future with achievable plans. Visit us at Juma Dada Foundation, PO Box 6001330, Koboko, opposite Jambo Sokoni. Call 077912 580-402. Stock 0772816130. For more, email us at matonaicl@gmail.com. Matona Investment Company Limited, powering your dreams.
Or they need somebody to show concern, somebody to apply empathy, and somebody to lean on. Therefore, this project and campaign is very welcome.
Now, many of our young people from universities, as you may all be aware, do grapple with unemployment. Now, when they come
Nadi dudu, teni lola duki beti kudu. Mana bongido, teni lola bido dudu. Nyadu no nungana libo kweni beti juju. Atikina na mindo nuju do beti lingu. Hey, too bad. Hey, Phoenix Ashley. Nadi dudu bonge. Nyadu no nungana juna belido. Nubulunga teli yalo. Nuyulu ja teli yalo baby kika. Dudu bonge. Nonungana bari dudu langu, hata kila chali yote mindo wangu, lakini dudu wewe iko yangu, baka na tafa samno lunda do mangu. Hey, namini jonga do straight ku mamayu, namini jonga do ibaku babayu. Hey, namini jonga do kayayu. Modo kudera kikayata, muduka kilo bari yote akanyara. Konde ule dudu bari kukakarara, kujunaga namino kiuti kuparara. Hey, nadi dudu bonge. Juna belido, nubulunga teliliano, nuyulu ja teliliano baby kika, dudu bange, yaduna nungana juna belido, nubulunga teliliano, nuyulu ja teliliano baby kika. Nadi dudu, teliliola duki beti kudu, mana bongido teliliola bido dudu, yaduna nungana libo kweni beti juju, hatikine na mindo nujudo beti limbu. When you don't lira, taking an kikira. Kujuna gamuguno nungan so killer. The way you want your body just like a caterpillar. Come close, let me touch your body, don't fear. You come and stand tall just like a
Are you still worried the frequent breakdown while spending on Nigeria Bulls payouts? Kulatana Wekatano, the leading dealers now brings you MR270 Nilon, Linglong 185 R14 tires, L Kafa 68 Are you still worried the frequent breakdown while spending on Nigeria Bulls payouts? Kulatana Wekatano, the leading dealers now brings you MR270 Nilon, Linglong 185 R14 tires, L Kafa 68 195 to 28 sizes. Secure original tires, Famako original helmets, lubricants like Shell Oil, Vubi, General Oil, Magic, multi-purpose grease, and all original spares from Bajaj Boxer, Senke Dynamo Motorcycles, Honda AGDT, Simba motorcycles. We also have windscreens, car perfumes, floor mats, and foam cleaners, modern cushion covers, latest stickers, batteries of all types, car tires for all sizes from Japan, and distributors across the world. At Kulatano Wekatano, you also get a perfect motorcycle and car repair and maintenance services like tire replacement, wheel alignment, wiring, greasing, all technical condition assessment, and instant problem fixing, all available and affordable prices as our services effects the best and long-lasting condition for a motorcycle. Find us along Koboko Kaya Highway opposite Finca Bank Koboko, or call 0781 198 580, stock 039 450 590. Kulatano Wekatano, your one-stop shop for all spares. Are you looking for flexible financial solutions to sustain plans? Well, look no further. Matona Investment Company Limited now offers you flexible financial loans to start and take up your business to the next level with the lowest interest rates.
I work with Makindye Investment Company Limited. We offer services like loans. We have the business loan for the business people, school fees loan. We have emergency loan called quick loan. We have salary loan, the Sasula loan. The Sasula loan is a daily loan given to small sellers that they can afford. As Makindye Company, we are here to serve the local at any time they wish.
Yes, all in a very quick and easy process as you decide in a very short while. We also offer agent banking, utility payments, URA payments, school fees payments, supplies, financial consultancy, and guidance for personalized support. Apply now and join our successful community and step up into a brighter finance future with achievable plans. Visit us at Juma Dada Foundation, PO Box 6001330, Koboko, opposite Jambo Sokoni. Call 0779120402, stock 0772816130. For more, email us at matonaicl@gmail.com. Matona Investment Company Limited, powering your dreams.